Graeme, I want to touch on who may be watching on from the sidelines, because I've just seen this an hour ago. It's only been up on Real Madrid's social media page for an hour. Casemiro's official farewell to Real Madrid, 1.3 million views already. Almost inevitably, Simon, out came the Kleenex as he didn't quite make it through. The tears were flowing as he says his goodbyes to an assembled audience, which includes his family, Florentino Perez, the man at the top, Carlo Ancelotti. Anyway, he's off, and he will be there, it is being reported, tonight. Not playing, of course, but he'll be there watching on. What are you getting in Casemiro, Graeme? You're
getting a steady Eddie. He plays where I used to play, and obviously I'm going to talk up that position. I think there's a lot of work that maybe the untrained eye doesn't see, filling spaces, preventing passes into his two central defenders behind him. But I don't think... he was playing with great players. He's not a great player. He's never been a great player. I see him as being a steady Eddie who will help United be more solid in the midfield. I don't think he's got any great range of passing. I don't think he's going to make other people play. You know, the Real Madrid team, in that midfield especially, that was full of footballing types. I see him as being a steady Eddie, and that's a
steady Eddie. 70 million plus for a steady Eddie.
Well, I come back. He's 30 years old, and it's 70 million. You know, if it's 60 with add-ons going to 70, it's too much money. It's Man United all over again. Man United will pay a premium for players because it's Man United and it's the Premier League, and people know it's a wash with money. But I don't see him making them any better when they have the ball.
I mean, it's great. As you just said it there, you know, with Brazil, 5 Champions League wins. Right. 5 trophy wins. 3 La Ligas.
Yes.
How many caps for Brazil? 63 caps for Brazil.
If you had been talking to me...
Surely that's better than a steady Eddie.
That's how I see him. I mean, I played in that position. I think he was lucky to be in that Real Madrid team. I never looked forward to watching Casemiro play. It wasn't, you know... Benzema, yeah, definitely. The other midfield players, yeah, definitely. I never thought, well, I'm really excited to watch Casemiro play today.
Would you have had no problem playing against him?
Yeah, I would have enjoyed that. But I tell you the one, okay, I don't want to mention him, but he plays in it. Fernandinho, the one that was at Man City. Now you're talking about another level completely for a holding midfield player. He, for a good 3-4 years, was the best in the world in that position. That's someone I enjoyed watching playing. I can't... There's nothing about Casemiro I can think in my memory bank and go, I remember him doing that or this. I see him as a steady Eddie.
So you don't think you'll sort of see him improve United?
I don't. I think he'll make them a bit more solid when they don't have the ball, because he senses danger and he's obviously experienced in that position. When he has the ball, I don't think he's got a terrific range of passing. I've not seen that. Maybe he'll prove me wrong, but I've not seen him ping it all over the place.
See, this is my take position, Simon.
Yeah,
if anybody knows Graeme knows.
But it's difficult to argue with all the gravitas that Graeme is in his position. But the one thing I would push back on is the fact that he's been at Madrid for 8-9 years. And in the last 6 years, with a variety of different managers, from Zidane to whoever we're at now, he's played an average of 30 games a season. You've got to be a little bit more, I would suspect, than a steady Eddie to get into Real Madrid's side.
Well, I come back to it. That's how he strikes me. And he's been in a team filled with great players. You can't have a team of attacking-minded players where everyone's empty and going forward. So he might have been the perfect foil for the rest of them, where, you know, he sits there and lets them... I come back to it. I've seen a fair bit of Real Madrid, like we all have. I mean, I'll fire it back at you. You have a memory in your head?
No, but I think the point you're making is actually a very good point, because what we've got to in this territory now is supply and demand. Man United have a demand. Madrid have a supply, and they've got to a point now where a player that's going to give them a bit of backbone, a bit of substance, is now 70 million quid.
Can I fire this in as well?
Says this morning he's coming to win the league at Manchester United.
Well, come to the wrong league then.
Can I fire this in? So when did Man United decide that Casemiro was the right one for them?
And you're saying that because of the lateness of the signature?
Yeah, because it's like...
Well, it depends how far... I mean, come on, Graeme. It depends what list they've got on. If they've got a list of 4 or 5 midfielders...
Well, we know they've been pursuing Frankie de Jong.
And for whatever reason they can't get Frankie de Jong, what was their best alternative? Stay with what they've got. I mean, the bottom line is that there's a needs-must scenario. Ten Hag maybe getting into the territory, which I dislike intensely, which is get bodies in the building.
The one from Barca is what age? 24?
Yeah.
Right. And it would appear...
He doesn't want to come.
It would appear that it's 15 million quid holding that deal up. So you've you paid the extra. You've gone the extra mile for Casemiro at 30.
But I'm not sure that's it, Graeme.
Well, let's wait and see if Man United have made another poor footballing decision or not.
Well, yeah.
For me, if you're asking me here now, I don't think over the next 3 years, 70 million quid for him is going to prove good value for money.
Well, I don't think they're looking for value for money because they're not going to get a return on a 30-year-old. They're looking for here and now, aren't they? They're looking for something.
Looking for service.
They're looking for the here and now. 70 million for them in the here and now. They go back after the boy Anthony and get him. I think the problem when talking to people in Catalonia, it's not just the case of the 15 million because it doesn't make no sense. If you've got if Barcelona needs 73 million quid and they're arguing over 15 million pounds of wages, someone will find a solution, right?
You get to the point where you dig your heels.
But the boy doesn't want to go. I don't think the boy wants to go to Man United. I think he's looking at it going, well, what's the point of this move? What am I going into there? Look at the state of that place and look at the challenges I've got here. I can go to Chelsea or I can go somewhere else where maybe it doesn't look like a frying pan in a fire.
De Jong still looks very well settled. I mean, I saw him last night playing against Sociedad and Barcelona came through and won 4-1. He looks very much a part of it.
Simon, what about why would Casemiro go to Man United?
Oh, because this is the contract that pays him a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
But it doesn't mean. But if he's hold on, he's a Brazilian international. He's played for Madrid for 8 or 9 years, right? So his character's got to be half decent, right? So if he's, if
I would say it's better than that.
Okay, so if his character's good, then the fact he's gone for money shouldn't actually be a problem because he's already getting paid a king's ransom at Madrid. Probably what he's getting is a longer contract with the same sort of money, but he gets a bit more security out of his last contract. And one would hope. The United have done a bit of due diligence on his character.
No, that wasn't the question. That wasn't a question. You were talking about De Jong and why would he go to Manchester United?
Yeah,
that's the question. Why would Casemiro, if he's getting the same sort of money but for 2 years more, why would you leave Real Madrid, current European champions, and go to Man United right now?
Because there's an opportunity for you to get a longer term contract, and maybe someone's done what Graeme Souness was going to do with Ronaldo, which has got in his ear and gone, tell you what, I'm the best person you can play for. Madrid is going to maybe you're coming to the end of your day at Madrid because if they're prepared to talk to us, if Madrid are prepared to talk to us, it's telling you something as a player, right? That you're surplus requirements. Now come play for me. Maybe Ten Hag did that.
But you're painting a picture of Man United not being very attractive.
But then you sell it to them. I'm a revolution. I'm
now
becoming
we're talking
revolution.
Different. You're promoting one argument, and I'm now promoting your argument.
Yeah, I'm switching you back on yourself.
Anyway, as far as the game is concerned tonight, Graeme, and let's finish with that. Manchester United, Liverpool, Casemiro probably will be there, but he won't be playing. What's acceptable from Erik Ten Hag's point of view? Because
not
everybody tells me how many Liverpool are going to win by.
A draw. If Man U got a draw, they'd be happy with that.
A draw's acceptable to Ten Hag and United.
I had never, in my life, last year's game at Old Trafford, never seen, I call it a derby game, biggest rivalry in English football, where Man United never offered a single threat in all of the 90 minutes. It was so one-sided. It was bordering on being unbelievable.
So
from
do you
a
see
Man United
Liverpool
team
tonight?
At home, I can see Liverpool winning. I don't think they're going to bash them up again. I think Liverpool is still searching. They'll be, as big a team as Liverpool are right now with big players. There's still a little, confidence thing with some of them maybe going in with some injuries. But I fully expect Liverpool to win.
Okay. The man tomorrow, Trevor Sinclair, probably won't mind either which way. But he'll probably
of course not.
He'll probably take a Liverpool win, I would have thought.
I think on the balance of probability, you'd expect Liverpool to win, even though they've got their own challenges. If Manchester United are going to get beat, they've got to get beat with their boots on. They've got to leave some credibility. They've got to leave some marks on Liverpool and at least come out of the game with something vaguely resembling a performance that once represented Manchester United.
Okay, well, it's live on talkSPORT, national radio commentary, exclusive national radio commentary of Manchester United against Liverpool.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.